So give us one sentence of what don't do when sharing the gospel. A don't in sharing the gospel. Mike, start with you.
Don't try to force or manipulate a decision.
I would say the opposite of what Aaron was saying, as in don't leave without asking for a response.
What's a don't for you in sharing the gospel?
Not to go over it again, but I think there is, we can't get lost in a truth argument and not share the gospel. And then with that, I think it would be don't lose heart. Don't lose heart. It's not up to you, but don't give up praying and pursuing that person with love and truth.
What do you mean it's not up to you?
So we're responsible for the message. God is responsible for the saving. And so I can straight slay a gospel present. I'm not saying I do, but I can be like, man, that was the best gospel presentation ever. But at the same time, I, as Aaron, cannot save a soul. It's the Spirit of God doing a work to where that person believes. So it's not up to me to save, but it is up to me to share.
I'd say the other thing is don't give in to the pressure to see results. I think sometimes when we're sharing the gospel, we feel like if the person doesn't accept that we have somehow been a failure. I would just say from my own personal experience, whether or not we are accepted or rejected, there's always a joy that I have in my heart because I've been obedient. Even if the person rejects the gospel, I feel like I know that I've been obedient to what God has asked me to do, and there's a joy in that.
Yeah, and to just jump on that, that's something that's been helpful to me in the discipline. This is evangelism in the gospel is a discipline of the faith. And it's been helpful to me to, if I'm going to set a goal, it's not like baptisms or salvations, it's sharing. And so it's helpful to me to put like, I'm going to share and put that on myself because I'm capable of engaging in those conversations. It's just not the heart change. So it's a great point. It's been helpful to me in my.
I think that's one of the things that being involved with student ministry and children's ministry is sometimes we don't always see that fruit of salvation at that moment. But what I've realized along the way is, my joy should come in being faithful and obedient in sharing the gospel. I may share the gospel with an 8-year-old, but maybe the student pastor gets to lead them to Christ, 4 or 5 years down the road. And that's exactly what you were talking about earlier, that the church as a body is working together to be, who knows how many people have prayed for that person or already been sharing the gospel, and maybe God's going to use us to continue that conversation, or, at that point, he's going to call them to salvation.